A wet and dreary day in our nation's capital as we join you from Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Okay, ready. Back at the 37-yard line. 79 Broncos. 6, 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Here's Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Down. Bronco 80. Set. Hurt. Viking 18. Check out.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Okay, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Check. Cowboy 80. Chap, check, chap, chap, chap 60, chap 60. Cup 19, cup 19. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
70. Brings up 2nd and 7. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
To throw is Daniels. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurt, hurt.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Panther 60. Street, street.
Go get him. Go get him.
Hurt, hurt. Let go.
Now Daniels. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
79, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
At their own 29-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances. Go for it on 3rd.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Mustang 19, Dragon 60.
Daniels looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Lane, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Yeah, here we go. I take point.
Now Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 55 yards.
And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Commanders 17. Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go. There we go. Kill. Pickens going in motion left.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Room here to run. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Big Lion.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Warrior 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 13-yard
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
Now 2nd and 9.
Street, Street, Viking 18. Dragon 60. Ready, ready?
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Commanders 24. Cowboys nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
In motion goes the tight end. 4th down, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Prescott yet again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. Back to throw. Daniels. This is caught. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Pickens going in motion left. Prescott now. It's caught. Tolbert. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 24. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Commanders have opened the lead up to 30. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 38, Cowboys 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 15.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go. 40.
Prescott to throw it. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes You start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
60 Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hurt.
To throw from his end zone, Daniels. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Sack. Panther 11, Buffalo 18. Go.
To throw from his end zone, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Cup 19.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one.
60 Bison.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Amos. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The tackle made by Zion McCollum. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line. Broncos. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
70 Lions.
He's going to use his legs here. They'll run with Devin Neal. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Top 19, Viking 18. Ready, right?
They go play action. Daniels. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set, go.
Again, they run with Neal. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set them up 1st and goal.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. How about this? He's to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
22-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
18 Cardinal.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On the tackle. A loss of a yard.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.